Okay, y'all, I'm finna put my pride to the side and be honest.
Your girl is broke again.
Yep, after the GoFundMe hit $50,000, I was not ready to deal with the shame of being a single mom, so I took that man back.
But y'all already knew that.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine if you're new here. If you're new to the channel, of course, hit that subscribe button. Turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. So for those who do not know, I have a nonprofit. It is a nonprofit that I started back in 2022 after the loss of one of my students. My nonprofit is called I Am Just a Girl, Inc. And when it started out, it was focused on creating one-on-one youth mentorship for young girls, Black and brown girls in the city of Philadelphia, right? And it has been very difficult to raise money, to get the support of your community, to get the support of people when you don't have like these super, super sad stories. Like people don't want to support their own people that they know. They would prefer to support strangers, people who are like, I'm homeless. And not to say that this stuff does not matter, but people who have to have like, me and my kids is outside. I'm pregnant with my 4th, 5th kid. I need stuff. I'm in the shelter. I need this. Like it has to be like the worst of the worst, which I get. So when you're trying to raise money to help the kids for college, scholarships and books and things like that, people don't really care. And it's very discouraging. I don't know if you guys know, but I had decided that I wanted to do the Just a Girl Scholarship Fund earlier, just like maybe like I probably shared it like 2 months ago or so. And it's been discouraging, and it makes me feel like I don't want to keep posting it and sharing it because I'm not really getting a lot of support. And it is hard to watch people, I'm not gonna lie, to see people put a GoFundMe up talking about how they having a 3rd baby and they got no help from their baby daddy and they get $50,000 just like that. It's like, what? This is what we supporting? But these kids going to college and giving them better education and programming, like we would prefer to support a mom who chose to be a baby mama for the 3rd time. But okay, that's just what we do. And I want to share this story for y'all and let y'all see exactly what it looks like to see women who make these choices, get the support from their social media following, of course, and don't do nothing with the money but scam people and then blame it on somebody else. Here's a clip, y'all. Here's a clip. Let's come back and talk about it.
Okay, y'all, I'm finna put my pride to the side and be honest.
Your girl is broke again.
Yep, after the GoFundMe hit $50,000, I was not ready to deal with the shame of being a single mom, so I took that man back.
But y'all already knew that part because I posted that video.
But what y'all didn't know is he manipulated me out of thousands of dollars before I was actually ready to let go. But that's my fault. That's what you get when you disobey God. Baby, he provided me a clean way out. I could have been healing in Cabo right now. But I decided to listen to lies again. And when I tell you I'm paying for it, oh, baby, I'm paying for it. And it's almost like the enemy want me to believe that was my last blessing. Like, my mind literally been tormented every single day. I've been having to cast down thoughts like God hates me, he's done with me, and he just doesn't love me anymore. And even though I made a foolish mistake, I feel like I am spiritually mature enough to know that God is literally never going to feel like that towards me. Because in the Bible it says he'll never leave or forsake you. I don't know. Comment down below what y'all think about. And like I said, I've been going through a lot just coupled with the fact that I took that big of an L. But some nice lady paid for my food that was in front of me today.
So I decided to pay it forward and actually give back to people that appreciate it.
But first I had to pawn these shoes, and it's not wrong because I bought. And shout out to my girl Nisha because she was a listening ear when I needed it. Okay, it ain't like I pawned it and went bought dope. I went bought some pieces to give away to the home. Because even though I don't really have much and money a little funny right now that negative energy is really out of my life, I want to start back doing the stuff that I actually like doing before I let it in. The stuff that I should have been doing when I've got the money. And when I tell you it feels so good to get out there and make some people smile today, baby, I don't care if I gotta do it. I'm finna make this a habit because I literally forgot how much I loved it. Anyways, I love y'all so much. Sincerely, DPS, we're not alone. If you know you're not alone, type you're not alone in the comments because we are not allowed.
Over $50,000 she raised on GoFundMe. People helped her as a single mom to take care of, get on her feet with her kids after she was allegedly leaving that man. And the first thing that she said out of her mouth in the beginning of that video is that we didn't know, the people didn't know that he manipulated her out of thousands of dollars. He manipulated you. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that these men can't be abusive, manipulative, controlling, all the things. Is that true? Yes. But how convenient is it for you to say you took him back or you went back to him and then he manipulated you? You chose to go back there because you weren't ready to face the reality of being a single mom. Okay, that's a choice. And you want us to believe that he just made you spend all this money. He just made you because you went back to him. And what you did was, which I believe you did, was as soon as you got the money, you called that man. You called that man because you probably wanted him back. And this is your way to get him back because you got some money. And this is what we support. And this is the problem that I have with Black people in particular. We will support a stranger. But the people in your community are struggling. Your next door neighbor is struggling. Your sister is struggling. Your cousin is struggling. But you gave hundreds of dollars to a stranger because you would rather be in the comments saying you donated to a stranger than help your own family members, help your own hood, help your own neighborhood. This woman, $50,000 was donated to her and you're back broke. Pawning things. This is again poor money management, materialistic things, like insane. She got small children and you're back broke again. And again, they love to use religion. They love to play on God. They love to say, well, Jesus got me, God got me, all these things. And it never taking accountability. You want to always throw it back on because God ain't gonna let me fall. God ain't gonna let me do this. God. Really? You scammed these people. She did what she knew that she could do. Use my story, tell a sad story. I'm trying to leave this man. The women hate for you to be stuck with a man. I got to get away from this man. I need your help. Help me and my babies. That you raised $50,000. Do you know what I would do with $50,000 for my program? Baby, open up a center, scholarships. If y'all want to support the nonprofit, go toward the girls. The link is in my bio. It's in the description of the video. Okay, just putting that out there. But this is the thing that makes it hard for people to want to support real stuff because you always worried about people scamming you. Again, you're going to find a way to bring it back to he manipulated me to out of thousands of dollars. Because I'm still trying to find a way to play up on the people. As much as I'm trying to take accountability or I'm trying to say that's where I went wrong, that's where I was done, you're still not fully taking responsibility, in my opinion. And people have their views on this. And I'm going to share a couple of those thoughts and we're going to come back and talk about it.
I cannot believe that girl got $50,000 from her supporters and then turned around and got back with that man. See, let me tell you something. I myself was in an abusive relationship. I never went to the internet to ask for money. However, I worked hard. Okay, let me tell you what I did. So rather than asking for anything free, I went on the internet and I said, hey, I will do you guys' makeup for diapers and wipes for my baby. This man is not helping me with my child. I need my child to have clothes and everything. All I had was my taxes at the time. I need to make some shake. My supporters, my clients came through and did what they had to do. It wasn't a situation where I'm taking money and fleeing from a man only to go back to him. And then come to find out, she let the man manipulate him out of money. Me getting that money would have undumped me so quick. I would have been undummed. For real.
Okay, y'all. I'm finna put my pride to the side and be honest. Your girl is broke again. Yep. After the GoFundMe hit $50,000, I was not ready to deal with the shame of being a single mom, so I took that man back. But y'all already knew that part because I posted that video on it. But what y'all didn't know is he manipulated me out of thousands of dollars before I was actually ready to lay.
I'd rather be a single mom over and over and over again rather than be with somebody who I know for a fact don't appreciate, respect me, or nothing of that nature. You don't respect yourself, though. Let's talk about it. These people gave you over $51,000 in GoFundMe money, honey. And the first thing you did when you got a hold of it was tell that man, oh, look, I got some money. Come back. I can trick on you. People that worked hard for their money. Do you know how many people in real life could use money like that to change their life, to escape real domestic situations? You see, the problem is ain't no shame no more. Remember when you was little, you stole a piece of candy, your mama take you back to that store and telling you stole that candy and pay for it? You ain't steal again because you felt bad. You felt a little embarrassed. And while I don't believe it's our job to embarrass or make nobody feel bad, I do believe it's our job to help hold people accountable. Because baby, what's wrong with you? Legit. Who are you, darling? Who are you? A liar, a deceiver, a heartbreaker. We were all rooting for you. They online talking about that man married and everything. Talking about some he manipulated me. Girl, he been manipulating you. That's why they gave you the money to begin with. Shame on you, for real, because them people was really trying to help you. Cousins, what y'all think about this?
Did you hear about the single mom who was given $50,000 to help her get on her feet? But as soon as she got the money, her ex came back, and now she's broke again. We're talking about Hannah Elizabeth, and you can find her sharing all her wild stories on Facebook. A while ago, she found out that her boyfriend was cheating on her, so she kicked him to the curb, which meant that she would be raising her 2 toddlers alone. Her community rallied around her and gathered up donations totaling $50,000 so she and her kids would be okay. But after she got back on her feet and had all that money in her pocket, guess what? Her ex decided he want to come back and be a family again. And Hannah, who admits that she has always been afraid to be a single mom, decides she's going to give him another chance. But she shouldn't have, because he came back and blew through all those donations, and now she's broke again.
Hey y'all, I'm finna put my pride to the side and be honest. Your girl is broke again. Like I said, I've been going through a lot, just coupled with the fact that I took that big of an L. I had to pawn these shoes. And a nice lady paid for my food that was in front of me today.
Despite the mess that she's in right now, do you think Hannah will be all right? Let's go visit her page and see how she's doing. And then leave a comment to let me know.
50K? 50K. 50K. Wow. Yeah, I gave a lady 50K to leave her motherfucking husband, but instead of leaving her husband, she went back to her motherfucking husband, spent the money on him, and he was tricking her ass the whole time. Yeah, I gave this lady 50K for her to take her old stupid ass back over there and get tricked. Now I get on her Facebook and I'm talking about her talking about something, oh, I was disobedient. No, baby, you was more than disobedient. You were dumb. That was so dumb. Then she like, you know, he just tricked me with the same lies and scammed me out of thousands of dollars. No, bitch, you're the scam. Everybody who gave you that, you need to pay them people back. They paid you to leave that man, and instead you go and split that money with that man. Let me would have saw you with 50K and known let me would have donated and donated towards that 50K and known you went back with that man and I seen you. Yes, you gotta pay me back. I need that.
I mean, if it works, why not do it? I've watched people share videos or talk about how they don't have no food, no clothes, no milk, nowhere to stay for their babies, and they never even showed a real baby. They show a picture. This picture could be off of Google. Ain't never showed a baby in a video or nothing. And I get some people don't want to show their kids, but sometimes it's like, come on. And I remember seeing that, and I remember somebody saying, well, can we see the baby? Because you keep sharing the same picture. You keep saying we safe in the hotel. We don't see the hotel. We don't see nothing. Can we, like, and when people start to question it, then they get attacked. Why she got to show the baby? If you want to help, just help. If you don't. People want to know what's going on. So it is discouraging at times when you want to say, can y'all help? Can y'all support the nonprofit? Can you support with this? Can you help the kids? The economy is bad. I get it. But somehow, some way, $50,000 got handed to this woman and she's broke. These women, again, we're supposed to be so educated, so amazing, so all of this, all of that. But always a fool and a dummy for a man. Always. They can't pick a good man to save their lives. They don't want to ever be accountable. And they are good at using people the way they know how to use them. And it worked. It worked. $50,000. What they do with that money, who knows? Who knows? Well, this is the reality, y'all. This is the reality of what it is. What do y'all think she did with the money? What do y'all think that man made her spend all that money? Like, let me know in the comments. Drop it down below. Again, if you want to support my nonprofit, the link is in the description. You can support via PayPal. You can support via our GoFundMe. And our nonprofit is a 501c3, tax deductible, all the things. Thank y'all in advance for the support. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next episode soon. Bye.